Journalist Hangout. I'm Ayodele Uzubakun. Today on the program, President Buhari gives Education Minister Adamu 2 weeks to resolve issues with ASU as aviation workers threaten to shut down airports in support of lecturers. I'll be hanging out with Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Olayinka Oyebile. If you're ready, let the hangout start now. Thank you for staying with us. Let's begin with electricity, which affects the socio-economic life of every Nigerian. The electricity grid has crashed to 0 megawatt after a fault that threw the entire country into blackouts. This is coming 38 days after a similar collapse on the 12th of June and just 20 days after the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission activated a partial contract order for the electricity market to guarantee 5,000 and at least 4,000 megawatts. The latest system collapse is the 5th this year. Judy, this sounds, I don't know, unbelievable for 2021 or 2022, and that we can be having system failure back to back. It's now something that's becoming very ridiculous to hear. Yes, yes. And somebody in the Electricity Regulatory Commission will be talking about 5,000 megawatts. I've been hearing that for the past 20 years. 4,000, 5,000 megawatts. Since the Obasanjo regime, they've been talking about that.
And that is if we even are able to do that. To do 5,000 megawatts is not easy under the current dispensation. It's a matter of doing it, and then it will take a long time before you are able to do it again. We've never reached the 6,000 megawatts threshold. Never. We never got there. During the Fashola years, the highest we went was 5,313 megawatts.
What brought us down again?
No, all kinds of factors. Sometimes gas constraints, sometimes sabotage, you know. The boys who even keep sabotaging gas pipelines, I wonder what it is they want to achieve. It is not PMS that is running through those gas pipelines. Once you break the gas pipeline, you cannot pipe it. You've wasted your time. So why go to break this pipeline? So, and once we can't get gas supply to the power plants.
No, if you break that pipeline now,
yes,
you cannot store it.
No.
So it's sheer wickedness if you just
no
bust
way
it.
by you cannot pipe it. You can. It's not useful to you. Now, because power plants are located far away from the source of gas, you see pipelines crisscrossing communities. These pipelines need to be protected. But there are boys who go, I'm not saying that every time we have system failure, that is the problem. But many times, if we do not have an equilibrium level of supply of gas across the thermal stations, there's no way you won't have system failure. There's a level that you cannot go beyond. If you look at the number of power plants that we have, a certain number must be working at a particular time, otherwise it will trigger a system failure. If, for example, about 6, 7, or 8 of the power plants can't function because of gas constraints, then expect a system failure, because it won't be able to reach that equilibrium level, you know, that it is expected to reach. Now look at what they are talking about, drop from 3,000, went to 2,788. Nigeria, giant of Africa,
788.
talking about 3,000 megawatts. That's where it even came down from. You can see why even in my house it's difficult to get electricity. And this is happening at a difficult time for everyone. Diesel is
Out of
expensive. Now, public electricity supply is not constant. Companies are struggling. Even broadcast stations.
Yeah.
Broadcast stations are reporting that they are now using 150% more the level of gas than before. I mean, diesel than before. Like our station here, we have to power on diesel. You use diesel to power your generators. If you are using now 150% more diesel than you used to use,
When
that
it
you were
was even
using
cheaper.
even at the beginning of the year. You know, it was 255 at the beginning of the year now. Now we are talking of 850, 780, depending on where you are buying. If you are buying from Maiduguri, my friends told me it's 1,000 per liter. And in Maiduguri, to remember, Boko Haram destroyed their power installations. So the people have not had sufficient electricity, just a few places.
We should not be talking about gas in Nigeria, being the country with this, like the 6th largest producer of gas in the world. We have the Nigerian liquefied natural gas, and I don't know, why should it be a big deal for these power stations to be owing gas companies, and there will always be shortage and scarcity of gas?
You know, the more you look, as they say, is the less you see and understand. We have been talking about this for months. 2-3 months or less than that ago, we were here on this table talking about system collapse. Now, if you are one of the biggest producers of gas in the world, it beggars belief and imagination that you will now be the one that will be having this problem. I mean, you cannot be at the bank of the river, as Chebe said, and be using spittle to wash your hands. So why is it that Nigeria, with all the deep and rich gas supply that we have, we cannot provide electricity? Now, what does it take? All this idea of, gas flaring must stop in the year 2010. You know, when it go to near 2010, you say 2015. Near 2015, you say 20. Now, when are we going to stop? What exactly is the technology that we need that we cannot buy either with the money the gas is producing, or is it the knowledge? We have people studying petroleum engineering. We study all these. What are we doing with them? Everybody now is saying, I'm into oil and gas. What is oil and gas? To lift imported fuel from Tinkan and ferry to Maiduguri, is that what we call being in oil and gas? So what exactly is the problem? Why is it that we have not been able to solve this problem? And it is simple. Nigerians, we like a situation where we do fire brigade measure. Let us just do it and make quick money, and we forget about establishing the infrastructure that we need. So those are that is one of the major problems.
Julie, another leg to this problem is that it's not as if you can not easily point out our next door neighbor having power supply 24 hours. Countries like Togo, Republic of Benin, Ghana, at least I was still in the Republic of Benin last year. And
those ones, we are the ones giving them.
So what is our own problem?
We are the ones giving them. You know, you will not joke with giving them. Nigerians don't understand. Some are saying, you don't have enough, you are giving electricity to your neighbors.
You don't want them to...
You signed a deal with them that you will provide it. You signed a deal that you will provide it, because the alternative would have been for them.
We are obligated.
Yes.
Yes.
Because, see, if you look at the River Niger coming from Futajalon, we are the lowest point, which means if our neighbors decided to dam it.
Yeah.
We will not have, we won't have water to do the Kainji Dam and other places.
Just like the Suez Canal in Egypt.
Yes,
you know?
During Gamal Abdel Nasser, it caused so much problem. So we then had a deal with them that don't dam the River Niger because we want to build Kainji.
Okay.
Kainji, then we built Kainji on 700 megawatts capacity. Back then, the country is a lot bigger now. 700 megawatts can't go far anymore. So, yes, in Niger there. Now, since you have told them don't dam, then you must
provide
electricity. Or else they may be tempted in future to say, why are we sovereign in the midst of plenty? They will go and do their own. Look at the problem between Ethiopia and Egypt now.
Over Suez Canal.
Because they want the access to water. God has blessed us sufficiently as a country. Even if we don't use that one, look at, maybe we have Mambila. Yeah. Mambila, if we build Mambila today, it will give us 3 times the capacity of Kainji.
We may not.
But we're wasting there. This administration too will leave after 8 years and fail to fulfill the promise that I made that it will deliver Mambila. You know, something that will give us more than 3 times the capacity. In fact, the area, the Mambila, the project area, is 6 times the size of Lagos. The project area is 6 times the size of Lagos. Look at the opportunities that we are wasting as a country.
And we just
no road to the place. I went there, I rode on a bike to more than 2 hours to get to the dam site. And I fell down. I fell while taking the ride. The cameraman said, I thought he recorded it so that Nigerians will see that it's not easy to get to that place. He said, why will I record where my boss fell? I said, that's the story. He didn't know. Yeah, he was just trying to be very respectful. So he did not put that point where I fell. He said, how can I record where my Oga fell? But that's to say to you that, look, it's extremely painful even accessing that location. There's no road. You will be buffeted by shrubs, you know, along the way. And we're just wasting.
All right. Okay. Moving on. The crisis rocking the All Progressive Congress, APC, in Rivers State is not abating. The chieftain of the party in the state, Senator Magnus Abe, has announced that he is no longer part of the APC, setting in the South states. Let's hear from Senator Magnus Abe.
I am a part of Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu's political family. And I'm also a part of his own family. And that is a very separate thing from the politics of Rivers State. Yesterday, there was some funny letter circulating on the internet that I had resigned from the APC because Asiwaju refused to intervene in the politics of Rivers State. That is ridiculous. All politics is local. I have no interest whatsoever in the APC in Rivers State. I don't even know, when people talk about resignation, how do I resign from the party? I don't even know who the ward chairman is. So I couldn't have written a letter to people that I don't know. What is happening in Rivers State is that I have no stake in the APC in Rivers State. I don't know anybody that is in the entire executive of the APC in all the 300 and something wards of the state. I don't even know who my ward chairman is. I don't know any ward ex-officio officer of the party. I don't have anybody who is running for any office in the APC in Rivers State that I know, except Asiwaju, who is running as president that I know. So I have absolutely no stake in the party in Rivers State. The purported letter flying around wasn't authored by me, and I know absolutely nothing about it. And it does not reflect my views and my opinions as far as the politics of Rivers State is concerned. It has been clear to all who have been watching the politics of Rivers State that there is no way I will be part of the charade of what is going on in Rivers State, and that I'd left, in fact, to seek my fortunes or elsewhere. So this whole speculation is really not relevant to the politics of the state at this time, because the APC in Rivers State, as I understand it, is not a ship that is floating very strongly. So a lot of people are no longer on board that ship, including myself.
What a big irony, Jide. He's no longer, he's announcing his resignation from the All Progressive Congress, yet he's a lover of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and he believes in his cause. And, you know.
There are many people like that who are in rival parties, but it's Asiwaju that they want. I know even some people are governors who love him. I won't be surprised if they support him against their own party candidates. It happens like that. Even when Buhari was just stepping out to contest in 2014, there were people in rival parties who printed posters and put Buhari's picture.
Yeah.
You are in a rival party and you put Buhari's picture.
I remember that time. Chris was anything. That was when they were asking him that even if he gets NEPA bill, that they will vote for him.
Exactly.
I remember. Let's go to the here we are now.
No, they said those time, many of them don't want to even hear his name now.
Oh, God. Even if it's NEPA bill, you know,
just bring it.
Just bring it.
Just bring it.
So after 2015 now. Now, Jide, what is kind of intractable about the crisis within the APC in Rivers State?
It's just ego, and the lack of capacity of the leadership of the party to resolve disputes. When it comes to resolving disputes, I've never seen a party as weak as the APC. I've never seen a party like the APC. There will be crisis. Instead of the leadership to bring the people together and resolve it, the leadership will go and queue up behind an individual. That's what they do.
And to continue to fester.
Yes, that's what they do. They lost elections because of this, but they will not learn. I was telling someone today, I said, see, yesterday, I said, PDP has won more states through the ballot than APC in the last 5 years. More states.
Through the ballots.
Through the ballot box. I'm not talking of people who defect. Like those of them from the oligopoly man.
Oh.
And
yeah.
I'm not talking about those ones. The man who speaks.
That's his the name for his budget.
Yes, the man with the antiquated party. That's not what we are saying. You can move to a party by defecting.
Yeah.
And then people say, oh, yes.
We have more states.
We have more states.
Yeah.
No, but you didn't get that state through the ballot box. I'm saying that in the last 5 years, the PDP has won more states through the ballot than the APC. Anyone who thinks I've lied, let us trade the facts. Yes.
At the rate at which APC, they were losing to internal crisis.
Yes.
As a result of that. Are we talking about Zamfara? Are we talking about Adamawa?
It is.
No, should be the people taking Zamfara back. I'm talking about elections.
Yes.
States that they lost through elections. PDP has won more states through elections than the PDP. Look at Oyo now. Was it not APC state before?
Yes.
Did the PDP not take it? Look at Bauchi. Was it not PDP, APC state before? Did the PDP not take
The
it?
latest is also,
Look at Sokoto. Was it not APC state? Did PDP not take it? Look at Edo. Was it not APC state? Did the PDP not take it? You know, look at Adamawa.
Yeah.
Did they not take it?
You do. And
It goes on.
The latest
And the
is
latest is Osun now. In fact, in Osun, when people went on saying, oh, it's Rauf that made them to win, I said there have been 6 elections in
in that
Osun
state.
in the last few years.
Yeah.
6 elections. 4 of them have been won by the PDP. So if they were able to win 4 of the last 6 elections in the state, how can you come and say it is an individual that made their victory possible? Whereas when that individual was sitting governor, they contested by-election.
Senator Hussein.
Yes.
Against Senator Adeleke.
Yes, they contested by-election.
They were roundly
They won
defeated.
only 1 local government. He was sitting governor.
I remember that election.
They did.
That was like a pointer. That was what gingered Adeleke.
They did the election after that. He won by the first ballot. It was rerun that saved the
That
party.
saved, yes.
So when people bring all these arguments, oh, it's because they fail to remember that there have been 6 elections, 4 of them won by the same party that you think it is strange now that they have won. Of course, it's not strange.
Olayinka.
And it is what you have
The
mentioned,
thing is,
the internal rancor that the leadership has failed to nip in the bud.
I want to go to
Even
now.
that of
We know-
Osun,
we know-
even that of Osun,
Yes.
it was a mismanagement
Of
the demise of Isiaka Adeleke.
yes.
When Isiaka Adeleke died,
yes.
it was suggested let his brother replace him.
This is governor now.
Let him replace
said
him.
no.
They said no.
They want to go and bring
Brought
Senator Hussein.
brought their
And
person.
Senator Hussein was roundly defeated.
Yes, thoroughly defeated.
the governor
This is on
election.
record. So if they had been team players and they listened, today this kind of votes coming from Ede will have been going to the APC.
People have been, yes, exactly.
So you pay every action you take has consequences for good or for bad. So this is the same thing that we are seeing. All these people living from rivers now, they are living because it's particularly
droves.
painful. Yes, now.
Exactly.
Okay, what is difficult? I know the party leader in that state. There's no need to,
Yes.
shine away from the
Yes,
point.
yes.
Is Rotimi Amechi.
Yes.
So why can't these are his people? These are
His former SSG.
Exactly. They were all
This one
together
Wike,
before.
Rotimi Amechi, Magnus
The issue
Abe, these are-
is ego and the fact that I'm there, I must dictate everything that will happen. And these are things that many of these people don't learn. Look, give and take. Whatever anybody may want to say against Asiwaju, you know that he knows all these kind of things that, look, you in politics, you lose some, you gain some. But now you are the leader of the party
Look
or
at the way
whatever. You want to be the one
look
to
at the way
dictate
Asiwaju
everything.
yielded Senate
Exactly.
to Ghost.
Ghost.
Yes.
In fact, that was what part of what I will keep telling people that, look, at that time, he had already won that and everything was going for him, but he said no.
Okay.
So why is it that other leaders don't learn from those kind of selflessness?
Okay.
You want to be the one to dictate everything?
We'll take this, brother. When we come back, we'll talk more. It's still Journalist Hangout. Please don't go away.
Good afternoon, Oga. Now you be the landlord.
Yes, Nami.
Oga landlord, me go need 1 room for this your house, so.
Okay, sure you get work where you dey do.
Yes, I be nurse.
You know go dey owe me be that now.
Now how much be your rent, safe?
Not just 90,000 naira. Wait, this guy, where you come from, Sef?
Oga, I come from Akamata.
Akamata, no talk am again. My spirit and Akamata people no dey ever join.
Oga, wetin happen now?
Come out for my compound. Na so baba thing na people sabi do for that Akamata. Come out for here.
Haba, Papa, wetin this innocent girl do you now?
Now people like you, they spoil Nigeria, Papa. I think you don't see them now. My people, they talk, say jollof rice, we dey for bottom pot today, go dey top of cooler tomorrow. As I take need you now, so you self need me. Because now one mama we get, we be Nigeria. Make we love ourselves, because now only together we go fit make our country better for us and our children them. One heart plus one love equals better Nigeria. Now the Center for Democracy and Development, CDD, with support from the UK government, they bring in this message.
The University of Medical Sciences, UNIMED, in Ondo City, Ondo State, is not just the first specialized medical and health sciences university in Nigeria.
It is the best ground for training in the health professions and medical sciences with outstanding products.
I had to enroll at another institution before coming to UNIMED, and I can tell you in terms of facility, affordable cost, uninterrupted academic calendar, University of Medical Sciences blew my mind.
In just 7 years of its founding, the National Universities Commission, NUC, ranks UNIMED best among medical and health sciences university in Nigeria, 4th best state university, and 19th overall best in Nigeria in 2021. UNIMED, proudly Nigeria's first specialized medical and health sciences university.
Showing up in style. IVM G5T appeals to class.
Time is of the essence. With IVM Kappa, business and meetings are always on the go.
Fun time with the family. Thank you to IVM Kingdom. IVM carries always stealing the show. Isn't she beautiful? Influence defines a great leader. IVM Seriki is Africa's commute king. Strong, reliable, and durable. With the concept of regionalization, Innocent Vehicle is committed to satisfying its customers with producing their everyday dream cars.
IVM, pride of Africa.
Yeah, welcome back. Julie, we're still talking about the House of Commotion within the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State. Since the days of, after the exit of Rotimi Amechi as the governor.
The rate at which people are leaving the party.
I don't know.
And it's not even limited to Magnus's people. Even Amechi's people are also leaving.
Yeah.
So if Amechi's people are leaving, then something is wrong.
Something is wrong.
Where the party leadership fails to do its work. Where the party leadership, instead of setting up conflict resolution mechanism and going out to work, will rather queue up behind an individual. Where you fail to be the real conciliator, but you are playing the role of a biased arbiter, what the Yoruba will call Agbaoshika. Where you do that, there's no way that the problem will be solved. No way. Now, what is, if you want to resolve a dispute, you call them together and say, okay, this is the decision of the party.
Get some, you know, you give.
Yes.
But, you know.
And after that, they will hug themselves and they will leave. You gave everything to an individual. And you are saying that you have resolved.
Because that's what Magnus Abi was saying now.
That's what he's saying.
He's what leader, he's the world chairman, and the man of his caliber.
The same thing that happened that last time, where they made sure that his supporters were totally excluded.
Yeah.
That's what they've done again. Is that a party that learns its lessons?
Look at the last rally he held for Bola Tinubu in the stadium.
Yes.
You can see the number of people that attended that rally.
Of course,
you can see what he commands within that party.
He has people.
So if those people, if they follow him,
you know,
why won't they follow him?
Some of these things
why won't they follow him? And they are still wicked here. If anybody thinks Wike will join APC,
no.
If anybody thinks, you know, even when they went to visit him, I was looking at them like an Ekiti bat. Wike, there's a reason Wike will not defect to PDP, APC. Wike wants his own accountant general to succeed him.
Yes.
If he joins the APC, he has to support the candidate of the APC.
Yeah.
It's possible that he will work for maybe the presidential candidate
level
if they are able to do that. But to imagine that he will go and join the APC
and
not even when who will now be the party leader?
Oh, so
is
he will
that
now
possible?
No, if he will be the party leader because he's the sitting governor.
No, but there will be also be
no. The constitution is clear.
Yeah, it's clear, but
even if you are a former governor, even if you are a former governor, the sitting governor automatically becomes the leader. That's the problem in Gombe now.
Do you think in actual fact
that you can submit himself? No, it can't work. It can't work.
You see, the problem there is always ego, and as long as the party leadership at the national level is not ready to call them all to the round table and be fair in their decisions, this is what they are going to be having. And people will continue to live here and there. It is better you have somebody like Magnus Abe inside than you have him outside.
Yes.
So
because you can do damage.
Exactly. And this is what the party leadership needs to learn. And I hope the chairman at the national level will learn that fast.
Okay, just hope that the All Progressive Congress just put their house together, and many other states too. They have this internal.
Even Sokoto, some of them had quarrels that began in 2015. They are still there.
All right. Despite the hues and cries that greeted nomination of Senator Kashim Shettima as running mate of the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC), the party is forging ahead with its plans. The APC has unveiled the former governor of Borno State as its vice presidential candidate for the 2023 elections. The event took place at the Shehu Yaradua Center in Abuja with the party's presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu, APC National Chairman Abdullahi Adamu, and other chieftains in attendance. Let's share the story with you.
That this occasion is intended to unveil the vice presidential candidate of our great party, the APC. You may associate unveiling with the work of art, such as sculptures by the great Ben Ewonwu.
I do not seek to be the vice president to protect the interests of the Hausa Fulani Kanuri triangle. No. I believe in the Nigeria project. Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu believes in the Nigeria project.
Every election brings with the promise of renewed hope. This one shall be no different for our party and for our nation. We hold the chance to move the nation and our collective cause forward as never before.
When this particular event was postponed last week, a lot of people called me and they said, possibility of changing these tickets. Jide, this is done and dusted.
Yes, that's what as I've said. All of us.
The deadline was even Saturday also.
All of us here. We can't change the decision that the candidate has made. No matter how we feel
about it.
People don't understand the job of the journalist. The journalist says, oh, the candidate has chosen a person that he thinks it will help him to win. He has taken what, in his view, is a political rather than an emotional decision. Then, oh, Jide is supporting Muslim ticket. Shebi says he's a Christian. You know, I don't understand us.
Say, okay, between religious sentiments and winning, and somebody, they've done the graph, and they've said, look, if you do this,
if he loses, you know the loss is his own. And he wants to win. He thinks that is the best way, the best path to victory. Who can begrudge him? Even if we sit here and say, no, we don't agree, what are you going to do? And the Nigerians need to understand. There was a story that Punch also carried. And they said confusion as Christian clerics attend
yeah.
What do they expect people to do? See, there are people, there are diehard Christians who will still support the ticket.
Dole.
Yes, and there are Muslims who will not even support the ticket. This is the way people now are thinking about individuals. They think that, look, the way things are now, they are voting for individuals, not even party.
Shetima.
You know, finally, I think what we should do now, or what people should concentrate on, is performance. It is a fait accompli already.
Yeah.
And the man has looked at it. Who is my best bet?
Yeah.
Then people should
And he said he
concentrate
consulted widely.
exactly on that. And the candidate himself has been very, very fair and good in explaining why he did it. It is only perhaps some supporters who are trying to make money, because in the moment you continue to say it is competence and this, you are insulting
the sensibility
of northern Christians, that there's no competence.
That's interpretation.
Exactly.
Some people are giving to
the
it.
man has said, he has looked at it, and when you look at numbers, which number will give me more votes? And of course, we know that there are some, especially in the South, who don't care about issue of religion. In my family, we have Muslims, we have enemies, we have that. So it doesn't matter. So he looked at which way will it favor me. And for goodness sake, Asiwaju, Shetima, the two of them, Asiwaju all these years in politics, Shetima the 8 years in
as governor,
Borno, and in the Senate, has he ever said anything that consider him as
a religious
I want us to look at Kashim Shettima as the man, because a lot of people, you know, they've not till this this present administration and this event today, a lot of people don't know Kashim Shettima. We've had interaction with him before now, and when he was the governor of Borno State.
Yeah.
We also had the rare privilege of telling Nigerians how Shettima came about Zulum. And we're one of the, this is the program that actually, first of all, beamed the spotlight on that star boy, Governor Zulum himself.
I even predicted I will win the primaries.
Kashim Shettima.
I remember predicting that out of about 20 of them, that I will be the one to win.
A Kanuri man, not Fulani.
And he won.
Yeah. You know?
He's partly Fulani. He's not... He's partly Fulani. He has Fulani blood as well. So it's not as if he doesn't have it at all.
You know the funniest thing?
Due to intermarriage and all that. So he has Fulani blood. So it's not like he doesn't have it at all. But that is not even the issue. My wish is that our country can get to that point when we are looking solely at who can do it, not where it comes from. If I have a brother, a blood brother, if he cannot do it, let someone else take it. That is when we will begin to grow as a nation. Because the way it is now, we are too divided as a people. And sometimes our judgment has nothing to do with competence or even character. We just want to please.
You need to watch online.
Certain interests.
You need to watch online as religious leaders are inflaming this up, as just boiling the tension in the politics. The politics is already tense already, but you see people the way they speak. You have a platform unguardedly. It's no longer about the Bible again. They don't tell you about the no. It's strictly starts. I know. So
people who can't take care of their flock, who watch their flock die, who can't show mercy. You have so much. You have billions. There are people who come to church every Sunday. Some of them don't know where their next meals the next meal will come from. You can't show them mercy, you can't show generosity. But on the matter of religion, you will be banging your head against the wall, you will be saying all kinds of things. And I'm like, come on, what's going on?
I'm telling you.
Did you watch that one video of a Christian leader who came out to say that he went somewhere in the north and he was stranded?
Yes, he went to a church.
Yeah, he went to a church. He said, please, let me sleep here. They turned him back. He said, you can't sleep here. It was in a mosque
that they allowed him to sleep.
That eventually had to sleep.
I said salam alaikum to them.
And those ones too, who put the Bible here and say that they are the best of Christians. No, there's a huge number of hypocrites in our country.
In all spheres.
Hypocrites.
In all spheres. And
what matters at the end of the day, we are one people. The earlier we realize that, the better. We are one people. Bishop Desmond Tutu called South Africa the rainbow people of God.
Yeah.
Not just rainbow people, but rainbow people of God. Because it was God that made it possible for all of them to be together in one country.
Finally on this, when you look at it, there's no going back. So Nigerians will make the choice.
Oh, yes. The truth is that you take a look at the candidates, think of what do you think I can get, I mean the country can get from this party's program or this person's...
And then you take your decision.
And then you make your decision.
No, it's as simple as that.
I mean...
Okay. Finally, it appears a resolution is in sight for the ongoing strike by the university's workers in Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari has given the Minister of Education, Adamu, 2 weeks to resolve the prolonged strike embarked upon by the 4 university-based unions and report back to him. Meanwhile, aviation workers have threatened to shut down airports in the country. In support of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, the Association Aviation Professionals, ANAP, called on the federal government to end the lingering strike by ASU, or they will be shut down. They will shut down the aviation sector in solidarity with the university teachers. Jide, it has gotten to like the climax.
Yes.
Something must give.
We were talking about this here some days back. We said by now the president ought to have intervened. The president ought to have called them to say, look, you are all my children. What is it? How do we come together? You are asking for certain things that I cannot provide.
Can you give me time?
Can you let us come to a middle ground?
Realistic.
In any resolution, in any conflict, you must not be rigid. You've got to make plans to come to the middle. Now, what we've seen is that the government set up a panel to review the 2009 agreement. The government panel, headed by Neme Briggs, has come up with a draft resolution that is extremely favorable to HASU, recommending about 180% rise in the pay of professors. Of course, there are still professors in our country earning about 412,000 per month.
A lot.
Which is the entry level wages of some categories of workers in other sectors. So, if this is too high for government to pay, all government needs to do is to say, come on, go back to the negotiation table. Call these guys, let's talk with them. We can't pay this. Come up with something more realizable. It is not to simply abandon
and keep quiet.
Abandon the draft report. You've got to do something. Since February, these children have been at home. Honestly. And we are not bothered about it. It's a national shame.
Even the lecturers are being
no 5 months salary.
Yes.
No, that one is government fighting itself. Because at the end of the day, when the strike is called off, we are going to pay them this money.
It will be part of the
what is the essence? Now the president asking the Minister of Education to resolve it is like you say in Yoruba, Bailaro. This is what he should have done long ago.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, who are the losers? The country is the loser, the government, and students. Because whether you owe their salary for 7 months, 8 months, or whatever, you are going to pay it back.
No, it happened in 2013 or so.
Exactly. It is still going to happen. So why is it that we have taken so long? And we have said it here several times, that some of the people that they are asking them to negotiate with and the teachers are saying no, should have been taken off the negotiation table long ago. And then bring other... No, for instance, I would have expected that somebody like the vice president, he was a university teacher. If you ask the vice president to be leader of the team or a part of the team, he has been he is a professor, he has been a university teacher, he knows how they feel, and he can even talk to them, and they will perhaps even listen to him and help resolve this. But you leave it just in the hand of the Minister of Labor, and every time he comes on, there is always fight. They don't want to see him. He doesn't want to see them. I mean, how do you resolve that? So the president coming in now, I mean, at this point, he should even, if he cannot be part of it, I mean, the vice president can also come on board.
No, I think that I'm happy that the president has placed this thing firmly in the court of the Minister of Education. You see, people may not like Ngige's style, but I refuse to blame him solely for what is going on. He is not their employer.
No, at all.
Their employer is the Minister of Education. So it is the ministry that should take the lead. Yes. His own is just to take the lead in the negotiation, facilitate negotiation as a conciliator. And Ngige must not even be seen to be showing his hand. Although, as an aide of the president, he also would not want to be seen to be opposed to the government. Now, they are accusing the BRICS team of not involving the Ministry of Finance and the Salaries and Wages Commission in coming up with its resolution. But even at that, call the people back.
Exactly.
Tell ASU, look, this is what we can pay. ASU says he does not want IPPIS, he wants UTAS. Verify whether UTAS is good enough, and then take that decision. The country will not die if you allow them to have UTAS. If you have verified that indeed it is okay, allowing students to be at home, just as those aviation workers said, is causing more insecurity in the country. Some of them will take to crime.
Exactly.
And they are very angry.
And you know,
do you know that those children, those students, they played a part in what happened in Osun?
Of course.
A good number of them, out of anger, they went and got PVC.
Exactly. You know, someone has even
and
said,
another election is coming.
Someone even said that if it were to be
to serve them breakfast,
NURTW or tanker drivers that are on strike, will the government have allowed it to last this long?
No, of course not.
We are not.
Even aviation workers won't be allowed to. Aviation workers.
If you will not allow tanker drivers who don't have the level of education that these people have, if you don't allow them to go on strike for that long, why should you?
They have threatened in the past that before they carry out the threat, they will go and do what they want. They will call them.
Courtesy of the social media now, every day, this is summertime.
Yeah.
Every day when you wake up, you see one ex-minister, one ex-governor,
your children
graduating from Oxford, Harvard.
Are you surprised? They've lost faith in the public universities here.
They will rub it.
They've lost faith.
Pictures will go viral.
Yes, you see their pictures. These people, you think that they care about you? They have no shame. They don't care about you. So if they care about you, they will say, how will people feel if I post this? They don't really care. So they've lost
like
faith.
A status symbol.
They've lost faith.
If your child
They've refused to fund the public universities sufficiently. They refuse to fund them. They are creating new universities at a time when they are not funding the ones that are there sufficiently.
Creating mushroom
You know,
universities.
now once people have lost faith in the public universities, do you then expect them to put their children there? Of course, they won't put their children there. This is what we are seeing. And all those people that you are talking about, they are all products of public universities.
Of course.
Some of them,
majority.
Majority of them, they schooled here in Nigeria.
Yes.
When our universities were among the best in the world.
Yes. It's only perhaps when they wanted to do masters.
And we can revive. I think I agree with Femi Falana's postulation that, look, ask the National Assembly to allow you do supplementary budget, 200 billion, that will enable you to invest in the infrastructure of universities, freshen up infrastructure at the universities. We've seen video of University of Nigeria and Nsukka now, the other day, the hostels. You can't look at it 2 times.
Even
a university with such a name. A university with such a name. It's not every university that can have the kind of alumni that Unilag has.
Exactly.
That are building infrastructure for them all over the place. Not all of the state universities, for example, where are they going to
get it?
The new generation universities, even public universities, new generation public universities, where are they going to find the money? They don't have the kind of alumni.
They don't have the budget.
That they have at Unilag. Yeah. Unilag has its own. They have their microfinance bank. You know. Wow. So this problem can be solved. We just mystified it. Call the people concerned. They are not animals.
No.
If you sit them down, you say, look at the state of finances of our country.
Don't understand.
As patriots, come down. Let us agree. Of course, they will agree.
I'm sure the likes of Dele Ashiru, they don't want to pull the roof right under their head.
They are still here.
They want the best for the system.
They are still here. They are not lecturers abroad. They are lecturers here. Yeah. They just want, but we must save the public universities from collapse. At the rate they are going, if things continue to degenerate, the public university system will collapse. Nobody will want to use them. They will be sending their children abroad.
Just as we have
How many people with the public primary
schools?
schools? How many people are putting their children in?
That is it.
We are products of public primary schools. But today we can't put our children there. Is that what should happen at the university level too? No. We say no.
Dr. Olayinka Oyebule, thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
And the master himself, Babajide Kolade Otitoju. Thank you for your contribution, as always. And that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. I think tomorrow we have General Abuba Marwa.
Yes. Marwa.
It's going to be explosive. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Zubatu. Bye for now, and God bless you.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. You're watching ShopX TV, home to some of the most popular international brands in Africa, including Copper Chef, MyFit Jeans, Genie Bra, the Power XL Air Fryer, the NutriBullet, and more. We are now proud to bring you the triple deal, including kitchen items to keep you and your family healthy. This amazing collection includes 1 Power Air Fryer XL, 1 NutriBullet, and 1 Copper Chef Wonder Cooker. The amazing Power Air Fryer XL is a one-touch revolutionary kitchen miracle with 7 quick presets that can air fry, roast, bake, and grill in minutes. So say goodbye to oil and hello to healthier living. Our 900-watt NutriBullet with cyclonic action technology pulverizes stems, seeds, nuts, and everything else to give you that smooth taste for your daily recommendations of fruits and vegetables in a fast, simple, and convenient way. And our best-selling Copper Chef Wonder Cooker. It's a non-stick roasting pan, Dutch oven, stock pot, and air crisper. It's the world's first extra-large non-stick multi-cooker that has 14 functions, including baking, steaming, cooking, air frying, grilling, roasting, serving, and so much more. And that's not all. The Copper Chef Wonder Cooker comes with deep roasting pan, shallow roasting pan, crisper tray, tempered glass pan lid, and 2 bonus deep fry baskets. You can get the triple deal for not 400,000 naira, not even 300,000 naira, but just 215,900 naira. Incredible! Call the number on your screen now to get the amazing deal. But wait, there's more. Why not upgrade by going all out with the ShopX TV Lifestyle Collection? This amazing collection is a must-have in every kitchen and includes the amazing Wonder Cooker, the Power Air Fryer XL, a 600-watt Nutri-Bullet, one extra-large Copper Chef pan, one Copper Chef XL frying pan, the Copper Chef Crisper basket, and over 10 accessories. For a limited time period, you can get everything. Yes, everything. Not for 500,000 naira, not even 300,000 naira, but for just 259,000 naira. Call the number on your screen now and get everything. That's the triple deal for 215,900 naira and the Lifestyle Collection for just 259,000 naira. Amazing. And remember, if you order now, you'll get all your products delivered to you with no delivery charge. But hurry, this special promotion is for a limited period only. So call now and visit our website at www.shopxtv.com to get your orders whilst stock lasts. The proceeding was a paid presentation brought to you by ShopX TV.
The TVC Female Debate Championship is here again, giving all secondary school female students in Nigeria yet another chance to demonstrate their debating skills and win great prizes. The TVC Women's Network is calling for first entries to the 2022 Female Debate Championship. Write a 300-word essay speaking for or against the topic. The use of social media platforms is critical for good governance in Nigeria. Send your essay via our website www.tvccommunications.tv/TWN Female Debate Championship. Ensure you include your name, age, and the name of your school. Closing date for entries is July 31st. The TVC Female Debate Championship, encouraging young Nigerian girls to speak up for nation building.
Our planet, our home, threatened by man's activities with fears of mass extinction on the rise. On Green Angle, we examine the issues that affect our environment, seek solutions